Welcome back to Yarro Moto, and this morning we're taking out the Triumph Tiger Sport 800. Not an attractive colour, grey to be honest, but my choice will be the cosmic yellow. We'll just go out for a little short test run, so this has just been my initial thoughts on it. Had to sit on one of these at the bike show up in Birmingham last year, and let's get us started. That's still quite high. I wouldn't say I'm any more sure-footed on this than my 1200 GT Pro, to be honest. Maybe a little bit. Still quite high. So I've got it in road manners at the moment rather than rain or sport, because I think most people would use that. Let's get used to the ergonomics of this. After coming from the 1200, it doesn't seem that it doesn't feel like there's much around you. It's a really long clutch action on this one. So let's go down here. I don't know Wellingborough at all, so I've got the mobile in my pocket. I couldn't fix anything onto the bars here to fit my telephone on, unfortunately. So I'm just going through sound in my ears here. First impressions are that's quite firm actually. Drops in nice and neutrally. Brakes feel strong. Yeah. That's the front brake, rear brake. Not bad actually. Rear brakes are usually rubbish. Don't think this has a hill hold on it. No, it doesn't. Nice sound. Good ergonomics. No idea. That's not easy to pull up. Switch gear people moan about. Actually, I think it's pretty clear at the moment, but it's not very sunny today. It's a totally different bike to my GT Pro 1200, so a bit of getting used to that. The gear lever appears. Oh, so I've got the directions bleating in my ear as well, so yeah, the gear change lever is further in towards the engine than mine, so you've got a real feel for that. Just trying to get out of the centre here. I've done a little bit of a test route. The modes button is easy to select. Indicators and everything fall to hand. Menu buttons. You've seen probably loads of test reviews in detail on this, so I'm just giving you some my thoughts on it, really, for what they're worth. Mirror's good size. See if we can get that screen up in a minute. I'll stop somewhere. Hard. That's not. I wouldn't want to do that going along. Jesus. Well, I know it's new, but that's a two-handed job to get that up and down. Right, okay. Let's crack on. Lovely quick shifter on it. think you need hand guards. Okay, it's about 13, 14 degrees. Oh no, 16.5 degrees it says. Shut that. But that's cold on the hands without hand guards. Right, so that's fifth. How many miles this is done actually? Yep, you definitely need hand guards if you're going to ride it. Well, I have got summer gloves on, to be fair. Yeah, I'll have to put that screen up in a minute and give it another try. Oh, right. That pulls strongly, cleanly. Seating position's nice. The seat, I'll probably go for the comfy seat. This one feels a little bit firm for my bottom, but there's not a lot of flesh on my bottom, so I'd say the riding position is quite similar. It's a little more cramped up. Not cramped up, that's the wrong word, but it's a little more. So I'm listening for directions here. It's a little more tighter in the leg angle than my Triumph. Whether that would be annoying after a day's ride, I don't know, it's difficult to tell. But I like this seat arm handlebar position. That's very similar, it's just more narrow than my bike, but a similar sort of position. It's a sound nice with a pipe on it, but it's got that lovely triple burble to it rather than the T-plane crank noise. Quick shifter is fantastic, nice and clean. I think the tick over needs setting a little differently on this. So while mine's in, I'm getting the fateful news on what a PX price would be for mine. It's only done 12,000, it come out towards 13,000 miles after, well, it's just come out to its second year service in, I can't remember, April or May. It's booked in for. I think I'd missed that hill hold. It's amazing how you quickly get used to these modern facilities, isn't it? Hill hold is a very useful function, especially when you're touring. Nice easy clutch action on this. Throttle's really nice. No, I haven't got used to it yet. While I was getting the preamble on the controls, I did question the fact, I don't know if anybody, I can't remember anybody else pointing this out actually. I'll come on to that. The daylight had the daylight running lights are really bright. That's good. Oh, here we are going down the A6, so this is a bit of a fast road. Now, what I was questioning was, she was going through the dipped and full beam headlights, and I noticed that on the dipped beam, there's only one of the two lights actually illuminates. Whereas obviously on full beam you get both of them come up. Well, not obviously, but you do get both of them, so it's a bit myopic when you're on low beam. It's really easy to select neutral from second or from first. Some bikes find that quite difficult and clunky. I think it must have warmed up now as the tick over is a lot better now. Which helps if you know where you're going, doesn't it? Right, let's give it a try up here. Yeah, getting a lot of blast off that screen. I can't hear myself talking. Yeah, it's better with that down. Well, less, but now you've got the full blast. Can we get it halfway? It's smoother air. If you can hear me above this. No, I couldn't buy this. Smoother air. If you have the screen right down. So that's at 70 miles an hour. I can hardly hear myself talking. That's crazy. Wouldn't suit me, I'm afraid. I suppose you might be able to get some about 70 miles an hour. Yeah, that's right. 70 miles an hour! I couldn't do a piece to camera at this speed on this bike. It's just too much noise. I'm really disappointed. Well, that's made me go quiet, so it's just totally put me off. Just shows, doesn't it, how much you think you have found the right bike for your next steed. You've got to go out there and ride them. Let's try that at half height, that screen. That's 70 miles an hour, it's just the same. Yeah, clean air like that, but it's right in my chest line and above the helmet. That noise would, on a couple of hours on the motorway or something like that, it would be crazy. I think you should go and ride one of these. If you're interested, go ride it and see how you find it. I don't think I could put up with that wind noise. Right, get handguards, get an Akrapovic exhaust on it to give you a bit more sound. There's a lot of shit around on some of these corners. Go and try one. It's a fantastic bike. It's quality build, sweet little engine, and got some good top end to it. If you're in the market for a sort of middleweight and that, I question the touring ability for me personally. Maybe I need to watch the forums and see what other people say, but for me that's a deal breaker. It's a bit like that 900 GT Pro, the Tiger 900 GT Pro. The last one I rode, which was when they first came out, so I must try the new one actually. The noise off the screen on that one, I mean the engine was okay, but it's another one of these T-plane cranks. But the noise off the screen was just abysmal for me. I don't know how people put up with it. Maybe this is the sort of bike for people who are coming from something similar, a sporty sort of wind in your face, wind on your chest type of bike, and maybe that would suit them fine. Let's get up on the toes. Bloody shiny roads around here. Yeah, I've sort of settled into this position now. It's oh no, you could tour on this. I couldn't, but you could. It's nice and a good weight for it. Not too heavy, it's not top heavy or anything like that. It's probably repeating myself now. Go out and test one. That's what I'd say. If you're slightly interested, go out and test one. I think after this I ought to test the tracer. I mean, the tracer wasn't top on my list because it's a bit of an ugly duckling in my head. Or maybe I need to try the new 900 GT Pro. Not sure really where I go from here. Maybe the Yamaha needs a try. Actually, the other thing that I could try is that Suzuki GS 1000 GX. Absolutely sweet gear changes on this. Lovely countryside around here. It might be that people say that it reflects in the sunshine, in the sunlight. I think it's quite bright, and maybe it's adjustable. On my 1200 you can adjust the brightness of the screen and everything, the numerals. It's all good. If your eyesight is failing in older age like mine, then no, the typeface is the font is large enough, the typeface is clear. Okay, the summary: great quality bike, well made, well executed, great engine, love it over the T-plane crank. That's back to the sort of whooshy triumph that I like. I'd be happy with that gearbox, happy with that engine. I don't want to scream it out because I don't know how many miles this has done. I don't think it's done that many. So at 70 miles an hour you'll be doing just under about 4,800 RPM. I make it. Acceptable, isn't it? Suspension, yeah, felt a little bit hard after coming off mine, but I've got used to it now. And I think it's alright. Okay, well, please give it a like, please make a comment. What do you think? Have I been too harsh on the screen? Is it just because I'm coming from something with a much larger screen on it and aerodynamics? I think it's purely the screen. If I could get the same sort of aerodynamics out of this as I get out of my bike, I'd have it. Yeah, definitely. Thank you, sir. There's a lot more nodders out today. Perhaps people have got into the habit now. So don't be too harsh on me. It's just a quick whiz, a quick idea of my thoughts, and that's all it is. It's just my opinion. If you disagree, that's fine, not a problem at all. It could of course be made worse by the camera on the front, I'll be fair. Anyway, that's the wrap up. Give me your thoughts, and I'll take you along on the next one, because I think there will be another one somewhere. Next test. Oh, missed gear. Probably my fault. Oh, while I'm on, plans for this year. I haven't told you about that. So in May if you follow my socials, you'll probably see this, but anyway, I'll put it out there for everybody else. In May, I've organised a trip for 18 of us in total, going to the Austrian and the Italian, i.e. Dolomites, mountains for 10-day trip, something like that. And that should be good. All looking forward to that. It's all organised, all the routes done, everybody's booked in, hotels booked. Super, just can't wait to go. Just getting bike fit. And in September I'm booked in on a trip to the Vercors and Auvergne area in France. Not organised by me, that one, but it's with the PEMC club. Someone else in the club has organised that one, but I've jumped on that one, and Wayne's going to join me sharing a room, I think, on that one. So that's in September, and that's a 2-week trip down there. So loads of coals and such like down there. Might have a little Welsh trip with the lads. It all depends on whether an interview I've got next week comes to something or not. So I'll catch up with you on the next vid. Thanks for watching this one. Hope it's interested some of you anyway. And I'll speak to you soon. Cheers now.